My god, this was a depressing freaking chapter. The entire first freaking half of this. When you see the dwarfs just getting freaking squashed like bugs. Oh my god. Oda, dude, you went a little freaking dark in this chapter. That was downright depressing, okay? And when you see Usopp just running away, I was like, you fucking bastard. That's exactly what I was thinking when I was reading this chapter. When you see Usopp just running away, and I literally could actually visually hear in my mind these screams of the dwarfs while they were just getting squashed. I was like, how can you do this, Usopp? And when he turns around as the dwarfs are just praising him, Usoland went live to us, all sorts of stuff, and they just kept praising Usoland, and it really touched my heart. I was like, oh my god. And then you see Usopp turn around, and he confronts his fears. He confronts Treble and Sugar, and he uses his leaf shuriken. I was like, hell fucking yes. Now, I'm still quite pissed with Usopp. He let innocent bystanders that were trying to save their companions and them wanting to start this entire war with Dolphy. Usopp decides to run away, but he comes back and actually helps him out, which just... it made me so happy. It made me so happy getting to see that, because you gotta love it when the dwarfs fangasm and you get to see Usopp cut Treble in half, and he's like, and the freaking entire section of Usopp ends. I was like, oh my god, yes! So, this entire first half, I will give it to fucking Oda. He did a damn good job with the depressing scenes, and at the same time, he just spit in my face, because I was really pissed off at Usopp last chapter, but after this chapter, I feel so much better to actually see this chapter. It makes me feel a lot better for Usopp. It makes me actually respect his character a little bit more. We get to see when the dwarves are talking about Usoland, he's gonna save us, gonna save everybody in the factory, he's gonna save our friends and all that, and he's gonna save King Ruku. You get to see Sugar acting like she's sad for some reason. I don't know if anyone realized that, but she looked like she was all depressed the way her entire facial expression is. And if we know Oda enough, when he shows a character like that, like they're second guessing themselves, most likely he's going to use them later on. And we all know Sugar holds the main power in this entire fight. I mean, if Sugar has a change of heart, think about what is going to happen. I mean, we get to see Kyros' entire backstory this chapter. If the toy soldier finally becomes into his true form, Kyros, I mean, imagine what's going to happen. So, if Sugar goes over to the good side, or at least has a change of heart, releases everybody from their toy prison, imagine what would happen. It would be really cool to see, and I feel like that would be interesting if Oda did that type of plot twist. Now, I don't know if that would happen, but I mean, I'm just judging it by one panel and the way Sugar acted like she was depressed. Now, besides that, I'm looking forward to Usopp's first major fight in the New World. I mean, we haven't seen Usopp really have a major fight. Hopefully, he confronts Treble with all of his freaking emotions and bravery and his courage and be a true freaking pirate, a brave warrior of the sea like he's always wanted. I want to see Usopp crush Treble with actually legit tactics, like really fighting him to the death. That's what I want to see. If Oda can do that, I'll say Usopp's progressed really well since the actual New World. Now let's get into the second half of this chapter. Kyros, we get the entire backstory of him and getting to find out exactly how he looked like when he was younger, and we get to see his entire infamity of how he becomes famous in the Colosseum, how many people he defeats, and we get to see that he doesn't want to be remembered as a beast. He doesn't want people thinking of him as a beast or a monster. So Kyros killed a couple of people that were making fun of his friends, and so he was called a beast, and that's why he was sentenced into the Colosseum to fight and win over 100 battles to be let free. We get to see how he goes up from the ladder of people hating him to people calling him like Sama at the end of his title, saying like Kurosama. So I was like, oh wow, that's a change of heart. Now, I want to go into a little bit of a theory, okay? I don't know if anyone else realized it or not, but for some reason, doesn't the entire art style and character design of Kyros remind you of Dragon? It looks exactly like it. It really does. It's probably Oda, because we see a lot of female characters in the One Piece universe that look exactly like Nami or Robin, so we don't really see a lot of variety. So maybe it's just because of Oda didn't really realize he was drawing a character that looks so similar to Monkey D. Dragon. But even if it isn't, I will say it's just oddly close in character design. Now, besides that, let's get into the actual facts. We get to see Kyros that he's not a bad guy, and he actually kneels down in front of a couple of graves to actually, I'm guessing, pay his respects. I don't know if these graves are the people he killed to protect his friends, or was it friends in the past that died to try to protect him or so other form or fashion. I mean, Kyros right now is getting a very good backstory. I like this so much how the toy soldier has just became a really good character that we've all enjoyed. I mean, I never expected him to be this powerful and find out who he really was. So we know as soon as Kyros finally becomes in his human form again and can fight, and Sugar lets go of him from being a toy, and he can fight Dolphy, Dolphy, I'm willing to bet we're gonna have a badass fucking fight on our hands. I mean, what kind of level is Kyros' power at? I mean, think, he won over 1,000 matches in the Coliseum without losing a single match. Now, exactly how strong is his power? Yes, he is fighting people in the New World, but I mean, we gotta gauge this for a moment, okay? We have a lot of people in the New World that are actually brand new pirates that are coming into the New World, and they're not that strong. We've seen Luffy just beat them around like they're meat fodder. So, exactly how strong is he? I mean, how strong were these opponents he fought? And so, that's how we can probably gauge. If we can figure out, like, a major opponent Kyros fought in the past and see how level he was fighting with, maybe we could actually say he might stand a chance against Dolphy. Because right now, Dolphy's such a crazy warlord at the moment. I mean, he's at the level of an admiral almost. So, I mean, it's really confusing of how we can actually gauge this entire fight. So, besides that, tell me your opinions on this chapter, buddy. Did you enjoy this chapter? Did you hate this chapter? What did you feel about the development with Usopp? What do you think about Usopp's first actual real battle in the New World? Do you think Sugar's gonna have a change of heart? Let me know in the comments below. Y'all wonderful day or not, wherever you live, and everybody love you so much. Chibi out.